Are you planning to retire at 55? That number might be about to let you down. Here's something most people don't realize: your state pension age and your private pension access age are two completely different things. And the second one could catch you out with almost no warning at all. Welcome back to Pension and Benefits Guide, the channel where we break down confusing pension rules into plain, simple English so you can plan your retirement with confidence. If that sounds useful to you, stick around, because today's topic could directly affect when you're actually allowed to touch your own savings. Let's start with the basics. There are two different ages you need to know about when it comes to pensions. The first is your state pension age. This depends on the year you were born, and you can check your own date on your gov.uk record. I've covered the details of that in a previous video, so I won't repeat it all here. I'll leave a link if you want to catch up. The second age is the one most people overlook, and it's arguably more important if you're hoping to retire early. It's called the Normal Minimum Pension Age, or NMPA. This is the earliest age you're legally allowed to access your other pensions, your workplace pensions, your SIPs, and your defined benefit pensions too. Now, with a defined benefit pension, your scheme might have its own normal retirement age. You can often take it earlier, but you'll get a reduced amount, and the details vary scheme by scheme. Either way, the absolute earliest point you're allowed to draw from any of these pensions is set by that normal minimum pension age. Why does this matter so much? Because for most people, this is the age that actually determines when you can afford to stop working. If you want to retire before this age kicks in, you'll need other income to bridge the gap, because your pension simply won't be available yet. Quick point to avoid confusion: don't mix up the normal minimum pension age with something called the MPAA, the Money Purchase Annual Allowance. That's a completely different rule. It kicks in once you start taking taxable income from a pension, and it currently limits what you can pay back into just £10,000 a year. Two different rules, two different letters, easy to confuse. And a quick word for anyone on the NHS pension: for the newer schemes, your retirement age is actually linked to the state pension age. There's more to say about accessing an NHS pension early, but that's a topic for another video. One more important caveat: some pensions come with what's called a protected pension age, allowing you to access them earlier than the standard minimum. The Armed Forces pension is a good example of that. Now here's where things start to shift. The minimum pension age is already going up. From April 2028, it rises from 55 to 57. This isn't just talk or policy speculation, it's written into law under the Finance Act 2022. But here's the part that should really grab your attention. When the state pension age changes, there's a long-standing convention that we get at least 10 years' notice. You can debate whether 10 years is actually enough time, but at least that convention exists. The minimum pension age has no such protection. When this current increase from 55 to 57 was announced, we were given just 6 years' notice. Not 10. 6. So now you might be wondering, could this access age creep up again, maybe even to 58? Here's the honest answer. The minimum pension age has historically stayed roughly 10 years below the state pension age. And with the state pension age set to rise to 68 sooner than expected, a lot of people are asking whether the minimum pension age will automatically follow. It won't, not automatically. There's no legal link forcing the two to move together. Any increase to the minimum pension age would need its own separate piece of legislation. That's the good news. But the most important part is this: because there's no 10-year notice rule protecting this particular age, the government could legally give us far less warning if they ever decided to raise it again. Before we go further, if you're finding this useful, take a second to hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. It genuinely helps this channel keep making videos like this, and I read every comment. So what should you actually do with this information? At the time of making this video, there's no evidence of any government plan to raise the minimum pension age to 58. That's reassuring. But if you're somewhere in that 49 to 55 age bracket, my advice is simple: don't rush to access your pension the moment you turn 55. It's a more nuanced decision for people in that specific age group, and I'll be covering that in more detail in an upcoming video. The real takeaway here is this: know exactly how much money you'll need to bridge the gap if you're planning to retire before your state pension age arrives. So let's bring it together. The news will always focus on the state pension age, because that's the headline everyone understands. But if you're hoping to retire in your mid-50s, the minimum pension age matters just as much, if not more. And here's my honest take: if this age keeps creeping upward, it risks damaging trust for an entire generation of savers. People are told to save into their pension for decades, only to watch the goalposts move further away, again and again. That's your money. You earned it. You saved it. The question is simple: why should anyone keep pushing back the day you're finally allowed to use it? Let me know in the comments, what do you think about these changes to the pension access age? Are you worried it could rise again? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more clear, honest breakdowns of the pension rules that actually affect your retirement. And if you're in that 49 to 55 age group, keep an eye out for my next video, where I'll go much deeper into exactly what this means for your specific retirement plan. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next one.